This is how it started, I guess. By 17,680 points. You don't know what it is. Neither do I. It is just a piece of broken surface of a land. It took us some time to go from 17,680 points to 271,812 points. Various sources of information were mobilized to fill these point clouds, from social networks, news reports, interviews with local residents, collecting videos, looking at essays and so on. Local life is full of oppression and struggle, and the calm sunsets shared on social networks seem particularly poignant. Each dot on the screen not only shows us what we know but reminds us that there is much more we don't know. Thus, the best gesture for this project is not that it has been completed, but that it is a work in progress. Biblical history has been taken as an excuse to rationalize the occupation movement when the station was severely damaged. Palestinian station is erased from its own history. This void functioned as a gap that the Israeli storytellers sneaked into. After lingering on the rough earth under the green shade of pines for a long time, heavy in texture while light in writing. What does it mean to look back to it, especially when some people try to tamper with the past? But history is always vigilant enough to leave a few clues. By connecting these clues, some other side of the event is reflected.
Regarding the sewage, they opened it in 2013. And we make demonstration and we stop it. There is some tanks, some concrete, where I put the line to you. They pull the sewage there, and there's some car come and take it. But what they do, sometimes they open it, and then it come to our land. If we not speak, they will keep it running on. These days, no any sewage. Last year, they opened the sewage in the winter. But they try, that time, 2013, they opened it for a long time, destroy all the area.
The factories which located west next to Shavi Shomron produce aluminum, leather, and plastics. Dumped industrial sewage into the olive groves, which caused huge protests in 2013. Information about the factory itself is strictly controlled by Israel, and its existence as the source of the sewage problem seems like a void. The location of the factory has been specially treated, by blurred, obscured, or pixelated on satellite maps over the years, making it possible to hide many of the illegal actions that have taken place in the West Bank, such as house demolitions, settlement expansions, and illegal factories. On March 10, 2013, 150 activists including Israelis, internationals, and Palestinians from Sebastia and surrounding villages marched from the village to the settlement. After many efforts from several protests, the sewage dumping was finally stopped. However, there were several times followed that the settlers still tried to put the sewage water in the farms. Although they were all stopped by protests, leaving this issue remains. The establishment of Israeli settlements in Area C, such as Shavi Shomron, strengthened Israel's ties to the ancient city by organizing tours and teaching children about the singular narrative of ancient Israeli while omitting other narratives from their teachings. The booklet mentioned that tourists who from Israel do not allowed to enter in village of Sebastia without the permission of IDF authorities. Israel designated the ancient city in Area C as Sebastia National Park. Basilica. Theatre. Temple. Acropolis. Column Street. Church. Forum. The tourist route strengthens the connection of the Palestinians to the land and the city, which is one of ways for protecting Sebastia and resisting settlers. They can walk to strengthen the connection between villages and communities, and even transport goods, ceramic, olive oil soap and mosaic, from one village to another to sell. These approaches can permeate the tourism industry, developing business and cultural education alongside the tourism industry.